Hello. Hi. I lost my voice. Hi. Hi. I lost my voice a little bit from yesterday. I was laughing a little too hard. As predicted. As predicted, a little bit voice lost, you know. But it's okay. Where did you last hear it? I hate it here. Magic, Poka, Metatron, thanks for follow, welcome. Mr. Mikey, thanks for follow, welcome. Mirai, thanks for follow, welcome. Hi. Magic, Poka. Oh, so you're feeling a little hoarse. Magic, Poka. Bruce's Juice, thanks for follow, welcome. Doing his best. Thanks for getting a Lollipocalypse. Lollipocalypse. So yeah, today, I got a heart rate monitor, and I remembered how anxious I am about heart rate monitors. I don't know about you guys, but every time I have to go to the doctor, and they put the cuff on me, and they're like, "Where's the money?" That's the police. I mean, what's your heart rate? My heart rate fucking skyrockets because I'm so anxious about it. Right? Like I'm just so fucking anxious anytime I'm being monitored for like anything. Dead Space, today we're playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. That's what we're playing today. Where's the money, fish? The bow fish. So we're playing Getting Over It today. With a heart rate monitor. I've been having some trouble getting it to work. And as the stream just started, and I do like exercise while the starting music plays, my heart rate might be a little high. Let's find out what it is. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, that's about right. During the like the One Following Fish song and all that, I do exercise to like kind of wake myself up a bit. So like at the start, right? To get myself a little bit waking up. I had to lower my heart rate. Right? That plus I've been drinking a lot of caffeine. My heart rate's gonna be pretty high today, probably. I woke up. I I literally drank down a bunch of fucking Diet Coke and took a caffeine pill. So that plus being anxious about my heart, about like my heart rate monitor being on, plus like exercising during the stream, we're probably gonna see a pretty crazy heart rate as it goes on. Mathematica, popka. That's the angel thinks about welcome. Yeah, my heart rate's probably gonna be going crazy. But hopefully, as I get more used to like having it on, my anxiety about it will go down a lot. Cause like I put it on, like, and even before I like figured out how to set it up, like I could already feel my heart rate fucking skyrocketing, and I was like kind of short on breath because I was just anxious. Something about it, I don't know why. Something about heart rate monitors. Maybe it's just all my time in like doctor's offices and stuff have made me very anxious about it. I'm not sure. But yeah, so my heart rate's probably gonna be pretty high for the first few times, but I'm gonna try keeping it on for like every stream. That way I have like a consistent exposure, so I won't be very nervous about it for very long. Hi! Spain! I actually, the wheel is getting an upgrade. I was talking with Sunking last night about it, and we made it so that the wheel has multiple stages now. So instead of it being like 3, 5, 10 on the main wheel, now it'll be like 2, 3, 4, and then like the one that would be 5 spins the next wheel instead, right? And the next wheel would be like 5, 7, 9, 11 next wheel, and the next wheel would be like 10, 15, 20, right? And so that way wheels can spin wheels, right? So that way it's a lot more clear, right? Like you can see like, oh my god, the second wheel spun, it's gonna be bigger, right? Could this be tied to the hype train? We were talking, there's a lot of things that it could be set up for. I really want to throw money at them, but he said he doesn't even know what it would be worth or like what to do with it and stuff like that. I was just like, I don't care. You're doing cool stuff. I want to pay you. I want to give you money because everyone's gonna love it, and I want to make something that everyone loves. And so, yeah, maybe we can have it for stuff outside of subathon. So instead of just being a timer, we could have it be like. It could trigger sound alerts, or it could gamble points, or it could summon random things, or, you know, that kind of cool stuff. I'm a beast churger. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Oh wait, let me actually, I need to quickly exit my stream deck and restart it, because it's killing my computer at the moment. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can. It is currently committing die against my entire computer. So, it'd be like that. Alright, we're good now. Gamma! Yeah! And so currently we have 3 wheels, but I'm sure that could be expanded as much or as little as you wanted. Currently it's like 3 wheels that can spin other wheels, right? Which I think is really cool. Very cool. Sekiro's stream deck dies twice. Yeah, my stream deck is always causing problems on my computer. I don't know why. But it's very convenient, so I wouldn't get rid of it. I just need to figure out what's causing it. You know? If die is illegal? That's true, it is illegal. It is illegal to die. Alright? How many wheels do twains have? That depends on the twain, right? I'd say minimum 6, right? What's the smallest train? What counts as a train? Cause like, what would count as a train? Cause like if I'm on like a Segway and I have something hooked up behind me that's just like on the ground, like a sled, right? Like a sled on a Segway, that'd be like two wheels, and it would be kind of a train, right? So pay to lose the wheel either gives benefits or negatives in games? Oh, absolutely. You do all kinds of crazy stuff with it. More than one towed vehicle. But what about a train that doesn't have any cars? Huh? What about a train that's just the engine? And it goes to the station. Is it still a train then, or does it become a train when you hook it up? Who knows? Who knows? Then it's a car. Ah, a monowheel and a hovercraft, exactly. What about hover trains? Chat, what about electromagnetic hover trains? Automatic, a fucka. Fuck McVallison thinks of like the bullet train in Japan. That one's maglev. That one doesn't have wheels. So is it 0? Is 0 the smallest number of wheels? Because we're only talking about regular track trains, but what about maglev? Huh? What about the railgun trains? Or is it infinite? Does maglev count as a wheel? I don't think so. Does a wheel have to be circle? Anything on a track. Oh, then I'm a train. Because I'm on track to failure. Fuck. Very poggers. I'm on a track myself. Blasphemy. Yeah, we're blasphemers here. We'll get you off that track. Perfection. Oh boy, the failure train. Train engines have 8, 12, or 4, or 6 on each side. No, that's not true. We just talked about maglev. The fuck train has no brakes. We were talking about swear jars on the stream. Me and some friends before stream. That'll be really fun. Like a no swearing butts a game stream, right? Cause like, or just like a week of like no swearing. If you swear, you have to do a punishment, right? That'd be really fun. Bleh. That's only to pay 100 every week. Installing an air brake on your fuck train will ruin because noise ordinance. That's so nice. You're welcome. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. I'll leave it on for you guys though, because I know you guys are weird like that. Blah. There. Wait, I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. Fuck! Mathematica. Oh man, my voice is like... It's very, very... I don't know how to say it. My voice is very stiff from losing my voice. I don't know what it's about. I don't know what like how to describe that, right? Cause like I don't feel like I'm not like, hello, I can't talk. I lost my voice. Right? It's not like that, but like my throat feels like really stiff. Hangover after, yeah, basically. It's like I laughed really hard and it fucked up my throat, and now my throat doesn't want to move. Did you figure out what rope is? Shut the fuck up. Alright, shut up. No. There's no fucking rope, alright? So you can shut up about that. Do you have a sword? No, it doesn't hurt. It's just stiff, you know? Hi, Monster! Thanks to Theodorisa, welcome back. Maybe I just need to wake up a little bit. Yeah, I woke up today and I was like... Ah! But it's getting better, so it'll probably just take like a little bit of talking to whip it back into shape, you know? Rope isn't real? No, just you. But not you. Like, you, you know? Different, it's very different. Hi, Foster. Random oceanic portal event. Yeah. Are you getting over it? Oh, I'm getting over it real good.
I demand wigglies.
Don't demand these out of us. Well, we do have a lot of wigglies. I was actually talking to my friend about that the other day. About the wiggly culture that's spread from here. It's so great. I love Wiggly. It's got such good energy. It's got perfect vibes, man. It's so good. I love it. I think Wiggly and Blanky and what's another like just really good energy emote? Rave is usually okay, but there's so many different ones, right? There's so many different raves. I think like Wiggly, Blanky, and maybe like Rave or Hyper is probably the other one that's like really top tier energy, right? Oh, Jam's really good too. Yeah, I like Jam. Extraterrestrial waffles. Extra says a king sir duck. It's perfect for hello and sarcasm. Oh, absolutely. Wiggly is definitely like the ultimate like use case of every emotion, right? You happy, you wiggly. You sad, you wiggle sadly. All right. You mean something as a joke, you wiggle. You mean something really serious, but you don't want it to be taken too seriously. Boom, wiggle. You're sarcastic. Boom, wiggle. Right? This sentence has toad. Don't wiggly, stop! I like Wiggly Slide a lot, or Wiggly Train in this. Wiggly Train is really cute, I love it. See what I started? What did you start? Oh, I have to be here for this. That's what I'm thinking too. I actually downloaded the game just now. I was hoping that it would download fast, and it did. Alright, chat. I have 1 minute of playtime in getting over with Bennett Foddy from me loading it up to make sure it didn't crash. So we're gonna get all the over it today. Alright. We're gonna get all the fucking over it. Oh, you'll love it? Oh, absolutely. Does it have music? Or should I find a playlist to listen to? Check out. Tico! Thanks to 200, so welcome back. Don't get crashed out? Oh, it has music. It has music sometimes? Oh. So should I be playing music or not? Has the music been on constant background? Oh, okay. So maybe we play some chill music to keep my nerves down, you know. Maybe we play something nice and chill. Oh right, chat. Speaking of stuff, I did a little sketch of our nerd Nemu, the occultist witch that you guys voted on. I did a quick sketch of it that I'll show you guys right now so you guys can kind of see. So it's not very far in. We just did this last night really quickly before I went on a walk. So I figured something like this where like the hat's kind of like the brim of a jellyfish. It's got like the frills on it, and maybe like poison based witch, right? Occultist. Like a nice like bodysuit under it with like a lab coat kind of, or like a kind of witch coat kind of hanging off, and then like a skirt, something like that. And then I wanted her to be holding the Gremlin Nemonomicon. So I want it to be like a Nemonomicon, but like Gremlin Nemonomicon. So Gremlin Nemonomicon. So I want her to be holding like a Gremlin book. As like a reference to our Gremlin. Does the book piss? Yeah, the book pisses. The book pisses, alright. So yeah, this was the sketch that we did. So yeah, I hope you guys like the idea of it. I'm gonna do a few more sketches of it to try to get it to be a little bit more refined, and then I'm gonna find an artist and a rigger to get working on it. Hopefully we can have it before Halloween because I want to have a Halloween model for you guys. This I'm in too. Also, what's up, Mighty? Welcome. Art stream win? I don't really like art streams. I don't really know how to make content with it because I'm usually like really focused and quiet when I draw. And if I try to do like balancing it, I can never end up drawing anything because like I can't focus on drawing enough and then I get frustrated and I just want to stop. So content equals sticky feet. You just got just yeah. I like drawing in my free time when I can, but I don't have that much free time. It's just like you know, I'd rather do it on my own time, like in the quiet, not being judged and all that. Alright, chat. Anyway, let's get this getting over it started. Alright. You know, I feel like I'm ready to have a nice calm short stream where we play this getting over it game. Hold on, it's really loud. I gotta fix that. Excuse you. Settings. Full screen off. Oh. How come I can't? Oh, I guess I just have to have it full screen. I see. Alright, settings done. Let me bring you guys over to this side here. Ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Okay, it should pop up when I open it. It should come up. It should be fine. Alright. Ah, you guys can see it, right? Man, I'm still really nervous about the heart rate monitor. My heart rate's still really high. Fog! Alright. New game. Why is there mouse acceleration? Why is there mouse acceleration? I guess I can't turn that off, can I? That's kind of gross. Oh, I want to turn that back on. Oh, can't turn it off? So... Okay. I guess we're just going on a little journey. Ah! Oh, I have to go in a circle. Ah! Oh. Hold on. Ah! I need to turn the sensitivity up. It's taking me like my entire mouse pad to do this. Alright, you know what? We pogo. Hiya! Okay, never mind. Ha! Ha! Oh, there we go. Hop. Ah. Ha! Ha! Ha!
There's no feeling more intense than starting over.
Ha!
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it.
Oh.
If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up.
Right.
If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here.
I see.
Alright, thanks for coming with me on this trip.
Okay.
I'll understand
I like
you have
going
to
on
take a break
trips.
at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. And don't worry,
Would
I'll
you
save
say
your
your
progress
mouse handling
always,
technique is helping
even
or
your
hindering
mistakes.
you?
Shut up! How I hold my
This game is a
mouse
homage
isn't
to
even
a free game that
cursed.
came out in 2002. titled Sexy Hiking.
Sexy hiking.
The author of that game was Jazzo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games. And B games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it, your task is simply to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
Oh, that's what we're doing right now.
Climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery. And the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people
An
never go
hour?
past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way up and over. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The obstacles in Sexy Hiking are unyielding, and that makes the game uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazzo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just of building a game. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with, and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world, not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
Okay. Okay, we just gotta make it back over there. Get onto this little rock. And then I just gotta do the... Hiya! Okay. It's not hard, chat. It's not... Hiya! Okay, easy. Easy, I just need to get on this little rock thing again. It's easy as that, chat. Easy, easy, easy as that. I just gotta get... Ah! Please. I just want to get on this rock, man. It's so slippery. You know what? Fuck you. I'm getting on this rock. I'm gonna get on this rock one way or another. You cannot stop me. Hey, what if I just... Oh! Ah! Oh! Easy peasy. I just gotta... Easy. Easy does it. I gotta set myself down. Beep. 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 Touchdown! Let's go! Oh. I think I... Oh. I almost slid off the rock. Hiya!
For years now, people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a store and assembled into the world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened, because the objects in the stores are trash. I don't mean they look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. I I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink.
Hey.
Things are made to be
Right.
consumed and used in a certain context.
Ah.
And once the moment is gone,
Ah,
they
shit.
transform into garbage. In the
Oh, I'm
context
gonna
of
be real
technology,
careful
those
on this
moments
one.
pass by in seconds.
Oh. Oh.
Over time, we've poured more and more refuse into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, the lingua franca of the digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. Be games, be movies, be music, be philosophy.
Oh. Oh.
Maybe this is what digital culture is. A monstrous mountain of trash, the ash heap of creativity's fountain. A landfill with everything we ever thought of in it. Grand, infinite, and unsorted.
Careful. No! Carefully and calmly bring the hammer back. Let's go! I did it.
There's 3D models of breakfast, Gen X's fanfic novels, scan magazines, green screen Shia LaBeouf, banned snuff scenes on LiveLeak. Facebook's got lifelike bots with unbranded adverts and candid shots of Kanye and Taylor Swift mashups, car crash epic failed GIFs, Russian dashcam vids, discussions of McRibs, discarded, forgotten, unrecycled, muddled, rotten, untitled.
Careful. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I need to go back. It's safe here.
Everything's fresh for about 6 seconds, until some newer thing beckons, and we hit refresh. And there's years of persevering, disappearing into the pile, out of style, out of sight.
It's fine. We're good. We're good, child. We're good. Careful. Set down on the slide. Hey! Let's go. Uh-oh. Oh. I think I have to make it to the boxes. Hiya!
In this context, it's tempting to make friendly content that's gentle, that lets you churn through it but not earn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things?
No. Careful. Hello? Do I have to make like a leap of faith or something? It's just a wall. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna do a little jump. Alright, I'm gonna do a little jump. Ah! Oh.
Oh,
Shit.
just lost all of that. That's a deep frustration. Real tension.
Alright, it wasn't enough to reach chat. It's okay. We're only back to here. It's fine. It's not a big deal. We just gotta carefully come back. It's not that bad, alright? It's not that bad at all. Hiya! Fuck! Not that bad. See? It's not that bad. It's not that bad, Chad. Alright, so... I'm gonna do this. And we'll see if this works. Oh! That is so fucking scary, man! Hmm. Yeah.
Oof, sorry about that.
I hit my snail! Sorry about that. Sorry about fuck you. Okay. It's not that bad. Alright? It's not that bad, Chad. It's not that hard to get there. Right? Copium? Oh. Just gotta be careful. Gotta be very careful. Ah! Oh! It's not that bad. That was not even close. Alright, Chad, not even close. Alright, this is gonna be scary, but I'm gonna put my hammer right here. Oh! Oh! I got it! I'm supposed to get up there? Carefully set it. Oh, set it down. Just like that. Ah, shit. Oh, okay. Okay. Hi.
When games were new, they wanted a lot from you. Daunting you, taunting you, resetting and delaying you. Players played stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly. A quick fix for the fickle. Some tricks for the clicks of the feckless. But that's not you. You're an acrobat.
I'm an
You could swirl a baseball bat.
I can talk really good. I almost fell. Holy shit. Alright, I got this. I got this, chat. Hiya! I have an idea now. That gave me a good idea.
You'll be back here again and again. Avenge and repent until you've ascended. Or until you're contented.
맞아 맞아 이거 빡까 이거. 얼그필 thanks for welcome. 하야! Oh shit! Okay. Okay.
No.
I did it!
Now I know, most
No.
likely you're watching this on YouTube or Twitch, while some dude with 10 million views does it for you.
That's
Like a
me!
baby bird being fed chewed up food. That's culture too.
He knows. Chat, he knows. Oh, chat, he knows. Okay, it's fine. Oh! I'm baby birding you guys. You guys are my children, and I'm vomiting in your open mouths. And you say, thank you, Nemu. Wait, can I just eat? It's working! Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh, you have a ton of... Oh, maybe I should be flinging myself from below. Oh, that goes really fast. Maybe that's the play. Maybe this isn't the play. Ah. Maybe that's the play, chat. Maybe we go from below. Maybe we get more momentum like that. Ah!
Oh, it happened again.
I tried to get too
Don't let it
fancy,
get
chat. Ah, too early. There we go. Ah! Ah! There you go, bunk.
This thing we call failure is not the falling down, but the staying down. Mary Pickford.
Ah! Ah! Oh! Careful! I can't get too cocky. All right, no cock. No cocky, chat. I don't know how to do that jump properly. Oh, I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess. Spooky as fuck, though. Okay. So here's my idea. Alright, here's my genius idea. I'm gonna put my hammer right here, and I'm gonna hang off the edge. There I go. Hiya! Oh.
No.
You know it. No! Think I can make it up there? No. Definitely not.
Get nasty over there, boy.
Ah, we got music!
Going down the road feeling bad. I'm going down the road feeling bad. Going down the road feeling bad, and I ain't going to be treated this way. Oh,
Yeah, no, there's definitely no way.
Down in jail on my knees, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Ah!
They feed me on cornbread and cheese.
Ah!
They feed me on cornbread and cheese.
Oh!
Feed me on
Ah!
cornbread and cheese, and I ain't going to be treated this way.
Hey, I think I figured out a way to do it. Alright, I need to figure out how to do this though. I don't really know how I did it before. I think it was just luck. I think I just got up there by luck. I don't know how to do it consistently. Ah. Ah. I think I just got lucky. I think I'm just a lucky gamer. Going where the weather suits my bones. Hey, maybe I do this. Maybe I go from the top instead of the bottom. Maybe I'm not thinking like a gamer. Ah! I think that was the right idea though. I think that's the right idea. Maybe I just gotta think better about it and go from the top. Ah. That's a good idea. I wanna do that. I like that more. I like that a lot more. Ha! 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 Oh. Ha! Ha! Okay. So maybe I gotta go up, hit the left side, bounce to the right side. Alright, that's gonna be my goal, chat. Alright. This is gonna be my strategy. Alright, I'm gonna hang off. I'm gonna go here, hit myself to the left, and then try to hit myself back to the right. Okay. Ha! Fuck.
The soul would have no rainbow, had the eyes no tears. John Vance Cheney.
Ha! Well, too early. Ah! It's kind of like a rhythm game, a little bit. Right? Because, like, sometimes you just gotta wait until you can stick your hammer out. Bop. Oh! Oh! Okay, I just gotta figure out this little jump here, and then we can get back to the furniture. To the first furniture. Wait, what if I just push myself to the side? Oh. Alright. I think I figured it out, chat. Ah! I'd like to have my mouse be kind of relative to him. Alright. Ah! Hee hee hee. Hee hee hee. Wait, can I just... Yeet! Yeet! Ah! Almost. Ah! Okay. Close. Close, Chad. Close. Ah! Okay. Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Now I just gotta... Ha! And ha! Whoa. Ha! Please, I just want to go up top. Okay, there we go. Oh! sitting on the toilet. Hell yeah.
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe
Like
it
me.
doesn't have to be approachable.
I'm disposable.
What's the feeling like? Are you stressed? I guess you don't hate it if you got this far. Feeling frustrated?
I'm not
It's underrated.
frustrated. This is fun. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. This game is really fun. Ta-da! Oh,
An orange
fuck.
is sweet, juicy fruit
An
locked inside a
orange!
bitter peel. That's not how I feel about a challenge.
Uh-oh.
I only want the bitterness. It's coffee. It's grapefruit.
He's like me.
licorice.
He's like me, chat. Fuck the orange. Fuck the orange. Uh-oh.
The pain I feel now is the happiness I had before.
Ah!
That's the deal. C.S. Lewis.
We'll have to try out in this next area. Alright, let's test that. Okay, it's better. It's a lot better. Thank you. It's way better now. But I do need to fix the sensitivity. It's a little bit high. It's a little low. Alright, we'll try out this sensitivity. Okay. I mean, it's better. It's a lot better, but it's gonna take a second to get used to. Oh, I feel so much more precise now. Oh yeah, it's way more precise. Thank you so much. Oh, so much nicer. Oh, so much better. Thank you. Sometimes it's not moving so much. Let me turn it up just a tiny bit. Perfect. Ah! Whoa. Whoops. Full gamer powers unleashed. Okay, let's get off to the side here. Okay. Ha! Ha! Her. Magic, magic, a book. Okay, perfect. Now we just gotta... How am I with horror games? On Saturdays we play Dead Space 1. It's my first horror game. Ha! So if you want to see how I am with it, make sure to come on Saturdays. Okay. Ha! What? That's not where I wanted to go. Ha! Whoops. Ha! Magic, a poke. Ha! Ha! Ah, not far enough to the side. Ha! Hi-ya! Wait, can I just... Kinda. It makes it a little easier. Whoops. Hiya! Okay. Perfect. Okay. On the toilet again. That's where I shit. Right here. Okay. Easy. Whoa, I didn't see that before. Okay. We're back. Okay, chat. Smoothly and calmly. This is how we climb. Smoothly and calmly. That part's gonna need a little jump, I feel. Okay. Whew. So smooth. So calm. So smooth. There's no chance I can stick onto this, right? Yeah. It's starting to slip already. We gotta go for a jump, I think. Oh. 맞아 맞아 kapok kapok. Oh yeah, it's real hard to stick a grip on this once you start falling. Ooh. Javi, thanks for welcome. Alright. Whew. Okay, chat. Here, we make a jump. Alright, chat. We gotta fucking go for it. Alright, we just gotta fucking yeet ourselves. Alright? Hit us with the yeet, the skeet, and the dibbity dab. It's that easy. Maybe we... Nope.
Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there.
I don't really know what to do there.
Mary Fry.
I don't really know what to do there, chat. I'm not exactly sure what we do. I don't have a technique for that. I don't have a technique, chat. What do we do? I wonder how I'm supposed to do that. 맞아 맞아 가입 맞아 맞아 가입 Hop. Whoops. Oh, safe. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do that. Maybe we just gotta get good at launching. Like, ha! Like that, right? Maybe that's what we gotta do. Well, I didn't mean to drag my hammer on that side. Okay. Whew. Okay. We gotta practice our jumps, our yumps. Ah! Fuck! Ah! Oh. 맞아 맞아 가입 맞아 맞아 가입 아! 오호. 아! You fucker. You fucker. Okay. Oh. Okay, so what do we do here? It's very obvious that I'm supposed to do for the first, like, little bit, right? Like, we got up to that point, but I don't know what to do from there, basically. Ah!
To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Don't quote Nietzsche to me. Alright. He's an idiot.
Life is a mosaic of pleasure and pain. Grief is an interval between two moments of joy. Peace is the interlude between two wars. You have no rose without a thorn. The diligent picker will avoid the pricks and gather the flower. Satya Sai Baba.
Sai Baba. Sai Baba? Is that who Baba is? And Baba is you? Oh, wait, no, Baba is me. It's also you. Baba is all. All hail Baba. What? What happened? How come I got flung so far? Hi. Hop. Back up here. Nice. Get in. At least we're getting a lot more consistent with this part. Oops. Alright, we're getting really consistent here. Which is good. Wah! That was weird. Ah! Okay. Very nice. Acha! To the toilet! Nice. Very, very consistent, I feel like. This part's not that bad. It was a lot worse because of the mouse acceleration, but now that we don't have it, it's way nicer. J-Con! You need to sit down on this chair, mister. Think about what you've done. Okay. Stop. Okay, so this part, I still don't really understand what we're supposed to do. Also, this rock kind of reminds me of a seal. I don't know why. It's probably the spots. Ta-da! Whoops. I didn't go far enough.
Sorrow is my own yard, where the new grass flames as it has flamed often before, but not with the cold fire that closes round me this year.
Oops.
William Carlos Williams.
Hop, 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 hop. Oops. Hop, hop, back, hop, 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 hop. There we go. Yeah. Hop, hop. Shoop. Hop. Magic, Good at this game so far. It's been really not that bad so far. Except for this one part that we're stuck on. I don't really understand it. But I feel like once I understand what's causing me to not understand it, it'll be fine. Can I get out, please? Thank you. It's kind of hard to get used to the controls, too. They're a little bit awkward, but I guess that's the point. Right, it's like playing Quap. You don't say, hey Quap, can your controls be less weird? And they're like, no, that's the point. It's like, alright, that's fair. I can just jump it. I don't need to do anything. Also, dragging my mouse forward really far, so I end up like falling off my mouse pad sometimes. Ha! Oh. That was awkward. Ha! Okay, back to the toilet. My porcelain throne where we Nemu sit. After you beat this game, it should give the game it's based off of a chance? No thanks. Bonk. There's probably a reason why this game is more popular than that one. Alright. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Ah, okay. Okay, so... Whoops. Ooh. Ah. Well, that was weird. Guess I'm back here. That's fine, it doesn't take that long. That was weird. My hammer started moving even though my mouse wasn't moving. I wonder why. I wonder what causes that. Stop. Ha ba ba. Ha ba ba. And touchdown. Hop. Whoops. Bop. Hop. 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 Whoops. Hop. 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 Ah. And we're back. And ha. Ha. This is my kind of game. What do you mean? Why would I willingly choose this? I like this song about noodles. I'm a big fan. Hop. Alright. Now I just gotta get back. I feel like I'm just missing a mechanic. That I don't... Oops. That was my bad. I feel like I don't understand a mechanic in the game or something. I feel like I'm missing some key component that's preventing me from getting past that section. Oh, I'm down.
Of all
Goodbye.
sad words of tongue or pen, the
Ow!
saddest of these, it might have been
Hop.
John Greenleaf Whittier.
And up. Look at this early part's really easy and fast. Hop. Hop. This is the first time we got reset like this. I think we got pretty far without getting any resets. Luckily this place is like super duper easy. Hop. But I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of it. I don't even think I need this rock. I think I can just kind of wiggle my way up. I don't think I need it. Oops. That's not where my mouse went. Hello? Doop boop boop doop boop boop. It has a weird kind of lockout system on your mouse, and I don't really understand it. That's what keeps getting me killed. I feel like I'm just missing a few mechanics. Like in some positions, your mouse just doesn't move, even if you move it, and I don't exactly know why. And then we just set it down right here. That, and I think I'm just missing how to like throw myself properly. Cause I think that's how we're supposed to get past that one part, but I don't really understand it. Whoops. Hop. Cause like I think this is supposed to be like a tutorial for it, right? Like this section right here is probably clearly a tutorial on like how to properly yeet yourself, and I feel like I just don't understand it. Sounds like these Volcom. Because like clearly we're supposed to lift, we're supposed to yeet ourselves on that one section, but I just don't understand it. Maybe it's a timing thing more than it's like anything else. Whoops. Hop. Hop.
No.
Like it goes, nah. Oh, nor. Ah. Nobody throws a dwarf. Oh, I got a lot more height that time. Maybe there's like a momentum system that I don't understand. Maybe if I keep like shoop, 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 then my momentum carries or something. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what I'm not understanding. Maybe I gotta like build momentum. Oh, nor. Oh, I understand this part at least, but better now. That'll probably come in handy. I feel like this part is just gonna be training me for figuring out how to actually move in the game properly. Ah! What the f- but
If you try to please
my
audiences,
mouse isn't even.
uncritically accepting their
Huh?
tastes, it can only mean that you have no respect for them.
I don't know what happened there. I literally wasn't moving my mouse and my guy just went wow. I was like, alright, I guess I go down. Yeah, I need to figure out what causes that. Because that's going to be a problem if it keeps doing that. Like, I don't really care that much right now, but in the future, if that happens at a point where I can fall, like, all the way down, it might be a little bit painful. I'm not exactly sure what causes it. Because I definitely need to learn why that happens. Unless it's just like a mechanic in the game that just kind of randomly does it. Which would be kind of sad, but I doubt that this game would do that. If it's all about like being fair. I doubt there's like a random mouse lockout. Ah! Hop! Ah! Hello? Hello, please, let me climb. I also don't really understand why sometimes I slip and why sometimes I don't. And I'm not exactly sure what causes it. So there's a lot of things that I need to figure out what's caused by in this game. Maybe, no, like, I didn't, like there, I was going like this, right? And then my guy suddenly went like that. And then I got flung off the edge because of it. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened that caused that. Huh? Yeah. That's happened to me a few times now. And I don't really know what causes it. His arms got tired. Yeah. So that's probably going to be a big problem if I don't know what causes it. Because it's probably something that I did. But at the same time, like, I wasn't really moving my mouse at all. So I don't know what it could have been. Hidden stamina meter? That would be something. I don't think this game would have that. The head. Alright, chat. Whoops. That's fine. We can just stay right here. Alright, chat, just for you guys, alright? Just for you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ah. Ah. Where's the hands? Hello? Where's the hands? Are you ready? Thank you, child. These were rolled up hats. Thank you. Makes me a little dizzy. Makes me a little bit dizzy there. Okay. Hop. Hop.
No.
Hop. Thank you. Pop. 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 Pop.
What?
Pop. 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 Also, I feel like tablet mode would just be objectively better in this game. Being able to control like exactly where your hammer is probably like a really big advantage. Hop. In we go. Like an Osu tablet or a drawing tablet. Is this a speedrun? This is my first time playing. So I'm gonna go with no. Ah! Oop, jag ska mot världen. Vad som helst, jag kan plocka. Ah! Ah! Vad som helst, jag kan plocka. You have a drawing tablet? I do, because I draw, but I think that's cheating. I think it's probably objectively the best, but not everyone has a drawing tablet, and I want to play the way that everyone can play it. So I'm playing it this way with my mouse. It's a speed walk. It's me casually strolling through the game. You know? A nice little casual romp. As one might say. This is fine. Alright, so this is where I got stuck again. Not so much this part right here, but there's a wall that we come up across, and I don't really know what to do with it. Right, like I don't really... Oops. I don't really know what to do at that point. Because... like, we can get up here really easily, and we can get up to this one really easily, but now we're stuck. Because there's this wall here, that obviously we're supposed to get up to that, but I don't know how. With our current knowledge of the game, I don't know how we're supposed to get up there. Like, I understand that we're supposed to, like, probably, like, yeet ourselves like this, but at the same time, I don't really understand how. Because we've never been able to get that high. Oh. Never mind, I think I figured it out, chat. I think we can just grab onto that line there. There's a little line in the rock. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. And it looks like we can grab onto that. But it's really slippery. And if we fuck up, we come all the way back down here. So it's a bit of a tricky jump, but I think that's the answer. So now that we have an answer, we can actually execute, which is what we've been trying to figure out how to do. There we go. Hop. So now we have a plan, we can execute on it. I'm probably gonna fall a few times trying to get it, but now that we know, I think we're fine. Whoops. Okay. Now that we know that we can grab onto that rock and like launch off of it, I think that's just our answer. Ah.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Iced tea.
Iced tea. Thank you, Iced tea, for your words of wisdom. Ah. Hop. Hoppa. 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 Ah. Hiya! Ah. Oh. dog. Ah.
When to the sessions of sweet silent thought I summon up remembrance of things past, I sigh the lack of many a thing I sought, and with old woes new wail my dear time's waste. William Shakespeare, Sonnet 30.
Damn. Imagine thinking. That couldn't be me. I simply don't think. You know? Unlike these people who are always sad all the time, and they have all this, like...
Patience is the foundation of eternal peace.
all this, like, problems
Make
with,
anger
like,
your
oh
enemy.
man, every time I
Harm
think
comes to
about
those
my
who know
life,
only victory,
I get
and
so
not
sad, etc. All these, like, poets that are all, like,
fault with yourself
depressed all the time.
and
It's
not
like,
with
just
others.
don't think.
It's in falling short of your own goals that you'll surpass those who exceed theirs. Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Ha! I'm trying to get through that fast. I want to be more confident, so we're going to use our confidence boost in here. Alright, it's a one-time use consumable. I could go slower and get it, but I want to learn how to be fast. Right? I want to learn how to be quick and speedy. Because if I can play quick, I can play slow. Right? Wait, what if I just... That's way better. Okay, that's way better. Oh yeah, that's way nicer. Okay. Hiya. Whoops. Hiya. Bounce there. Hiya. Grab that. Hiya. Bounce. Hiya. Bounce. Hiya. Hiya. And around the toilet. Nice. Right? Hiya! It's like, how can I explain it? Like, you know when there's, like, martial arts, but, like, you practice on people who are just, like, kind of, like, basically, like, training dummies, and they will just let you do whatever with no resistance? Right? That's going slow and careful. Alright, that's going slow and careful. Alright, sparring. That's going fast. It's going fast. That's when you really test. That's when you really test if something's effective, right? That's when you really test. Okay. This time we just gotta do it. Alright, we simply must. Okay, so we just gotta get up here. Nice. We will get it this time for sure. Okay. So we just gotta get right here. Nice and settled. Alright. Ideally on this little nub right here. Nice. I just gotta reach up and hiya! Unlucky. Alright, back to... Okay. Whew. Careful. Slow and steady. That's our goal right now, just be slow and steady. And I just gotta figure out how to do this little yeet, and then we are in it to win it. Hop. Okay. Unlucky.
She smiled in
F.
defeat with unconquerable eyes. Atticus.
Hop. Fuck you, Atticus. Hop. Hop. Ha! Alright, go fast.
Your failure here is a metaphor.
I got
To learn
bounced.
for
Unlucky.
what, please resume climbing. Rob Dubbin.
Hop. Hop. Okay, nice. Very smooth and chill. Huh? Alright.
Laugh and the world laughs
Unlucky.
with you. Weep and you weep alone. For the sad old earth must borrow its mirth, but has trouble enough of its own. Ella Weaver Wilcox.
True, though. Very true. Okay, I agree with that one. Yeah, that's pretty true. Okay, I'm just gonna go slow here. I don't know how to do this in a quick manner, so... I'm just gonna do it like that. I'll just do it like that. That's probably the best.
Fart in the world farts with you. Nemu pants crab.
That's true. You never fart alone. Chat, think about that. Anytime you fart, someone else is farting with you. Every time. Someone in the world is farting. It might not even be a person. It could be an animal. Every moment, the world farts together. I think that's beautiful. The farting fraternity.
Better by far that you should forget and
Bonk.
smile than you should remember and be
Bonk.
sad. Christina Rossetti.
Rossetti? Hop. Oh. Hop. 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 Oh. Hop. Oh. Hop. 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 Yeah. I forgot how I was doing that part. Okay, that was pretty spooky, but I did it. I forgot how to do this part. Maybe I just launch it. I forgot what I was doing for it. I literally forgot. I forgot completely. I literally cannot remember how to do it. It feels very awkward every time I do it. But it works. I forgot completely. It's true. Ow. Oh, my mouse got stuck. Okay. My mouse keeps getting really far away from me. Hop. Well, that's not where my mouse went. Okay, very nice. Help! Well, help! Hehehe. Up we go. And away we go. Ha-ba-ba! Speed. I am speed. I am easy speed. Okay. Hop. And we're back. Back to try one more time. And I haven't learned anything. Oops. Didn't launch myself enough. Okay. So now, we have another chance. I don't know how to do this. We did it once, and that was it. Okay, well... Maybe we just pull straight down. I tried doing like a round, like that pull, and it just sent me flying backwards. So maybe we just pull directly backwards. And maybe we start a little lower. Maybe that's the play. Maybe starting lower is better. Let's actually start down here. Oh, we can't start down there. Maybe we start like halfway on this hill. Like this. Okay. Well, wish me luck. It didn't fucking work.
Something filled up my heart with nothing.
I don't understand
me
how
not
to
to
fling
cry.
myself.
Now that I'm older, my heart.
Like, I get what I'm supposed to do, but I don't really understand how it
The
works.
arcade fire.
We did it before, but I don't understand how to make it work. We did it before, but I don't know how to do it again, right? Magic, I don't know how to do it. Ah!
It is never the wrong time to do a yo mama joke. Deets nuts.
Homeless One takes 100 bits. Church of Big Chungus takes a follow welcome. Ha! Ha! Whoop. Okay. Ha! Whoops. Oh, that's fine. Actually, that's totally fine. We just gotta navigate this properly. I still don't know how to do it. I really can't launch myself very high with these pogo things. Like, I'm really not good at launching myself. Maybe it's because my sensitivity is really low. That may be a problem. Next time we get there, we'll turn mouse acceleration back on. Just for that one part. Even though it'll probably fuck me up. And then once we get to a safe spot, we'll turn it back off. That's probably what we have to do, because my sensitivity is really low, and maybe that's the reason I can't fling myself very far. So I just don't have the speed, right? I have to travel such a good distance to be able to do it. We know exactly what to do, we just gotta figure out how. Right? Every time we get here, we already know what to do because we did it once. Oops, I'm dead. Goodbye! It'd be like that. I can't move. Okay, there we go. That's our first, like, full reset. Ba ba ba. Whoops. Please.
It's Morbin time. Morbius.
Hop. Oops. I fucked up. Hop. 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 So far, this is the only point that's been, like, particularly troublesome. And I still just don't understand. I'm just missing out on mechanics, I think. I just don't understand something about the game. Notably, how to get momentum on a fling like that. That's what I'm missing out on the most, I think. Right? Like, sometimes I get launched super far, and sometimes I don't get launched very far at all. And I don't understand the difference between those two. It's not like I'm doing much different. But it might just be my sensitivity. Just mouse speed, that's it? I think it's more than that. I think it's gotta be more than that because I don't know if it's mouse speed. It's possible, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I don't think it's the case. Up. I think the angle of it's really important. But I don't really understand that. I don't really understand it too much. Hammer extension plus mouse speed? Something like that. It might just be my sensitivity, but I can't play it like what happened to that one? Why did I get sent so far on that one? I want to know how I could do that. How come I got yeeted? I didn't do anything different. I don't understand. Help. Why? Game, why? How come sometimes you're like, you know what, you gotta go across the map? Ah! I don't really understand. Up. What? I'm gonna try not connecting with it at the start next time. And my goal is gonna be to not connect it at the start and just start from further away from it, and then I'm just gonna yeet my mouse into it and see what happens. That's my goal next time. That's gonna be what I'm gonna try. Right, that's gonna be what I try. That's the only thing I can think of. Is starting without being attached to it. Hop. Hop. Oh.
I stand amid the roar of the surf-tormented shore.
Hello?
And I hold within my hand grains of the golden
Sometimes I just get flung, and I don't know what to do about
Yet
it.
how they creep through my fingers to the deep, while I weep.
I wonder why.
While I weep.
Sometimes I get flung way further.
Can I not grasp them with a tighter clasp? Can I not save one from the pitiless wave? Is all that we see or seem but a dream within a dream?
Shut up! No.
Edgar Allan Poe.
Shut up, Poe. Weird, edgy. I feel like a lot of like poets and writers from back then would just be like angsty Tumblr teens, if Tumblr
Do or do
existed.
not. There is no try, Yoda.
Hop. Whoa, I got sent so far that time. Why? How come I got sent so far? How can I do that again? How can I do that again? How'd that happen? I want to do that again. Hop. Could be the angle of them? Yeah, I don't know. We got it once, but it was completely by accident. Like, we just got a good launch. That's all there was to it. Hop. It is trackpad mode. It makes it way more controllable. That's what I'm on right now. Someone told me about that already. Before, it has mouse acceleration for some reason. Maybe... Nope.
Can I see another's woe and not be in sorrow too? Can I
Alright,
see
I was gonna
another's
turn on
grief
mouse acceleration and
not
see.
seek for kind relief?
And see if that's the problem. And I'll just try to like do a really high pogo or something. Right. That's a magic I've That's a magic. A poke.
In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. Lewis
Ow.
Carroll.
How did I do that? That like flung me. Oh, I think if I start that really close to me, maybe that's the point. Hi. Maybe that's what I'm missing out on. Maybe I gotta start with it really close to me. I'm gonna try that next time. I think that's what I'm missing out on. I think that's the problem. I think I solved the problem, chat. I'm just gonna start with it really close to me. I think starting with it really far away was why it didn't work. Alright, I'm gonna try that. Nice. Hop. Hop. Okay. Ha ha ha.
Hoa deserve.
Dude, I don't know if you guys remember this video, but there's one of the karaoke, and the guy's oh, wah, ah, ah, ah. It's the funniest shit ever. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. It's so good. Hold on, it's so funny. Oh, wah, ah, ah, ah. Here you go, chat. Where's my display? There it is. Wait. I fucking love it. I love it, chat. I love it so much. I love it so ridiculously much. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Like, it lives rent-free in my head, kinda, you know? It kinda lives, like, super rent-free. Because all I think about, anytime I hear that, I just, in my head, wah, ah, ah. Oh, wah, ah, ah, ah. Okay. Hop. Okay. So here's gonna be what I try. I'm gonna try bringing the hammer really close to me. Alright, that's gonna be my attempt. I'm gonna bring the hammer really close to me. Alright, like this. And I'm gonna use the better hammer angle to, like, pull myself, right? That's gonna be my goal. Alright, so I gotta get nice and close on this edge. Alright, as close to the center as possible. Right, and then... Okay, that didn't really do what I wanted it to do. I guess I'll try pogoing it, but my pogo's really bad. But I think that's a skill issue. I mean, I'll try it. Ha! Oh, we can get up there. Oh, that's huge, actually. Wow. Alright. That's fine. How? Okay, I think I understand it now. We can actually grab up there. I didn't know we could do that. That changes everything. I thought we had to, like, fling it. But we can actually get up there. That's actually really big. Well... Please, my mouse is at the end of my mouse mat. There we go. So, I didn't know we could grab there. That changes kind of everything. I think we understand now. Ah! Ah!
I hope you have a long and fulfilling life. You too, I said. Every other Saturday.
It's the best comedy video on YouTube. Like, no one could ever convince me that there's a video better than that on YouTube. Every other Saturday, I go to the grocery store and rescue a lobster. There's no art to it. I need to send it to Girl DM. I'm sure she'll love it. I'm sure Girl DM can appreciate every other Saturday. I'm pretty sure she'd love it too. Okay. Okay, so now you just gotta be nice and careful again as we get up there, and we're just gonna try to pogo ourselves to grab onto that bit right here. Alright, there's a part where we can grab up there. So what I want to do is try to yeet myself towards it, and then we just pray. Alright, then we just fucking pray. Well, we didn't get it. I'm just gonna spin like crazy when I'm up there, I think. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just go crazy. I'm gonna go kooky crazy. What? How'd that happen? How did I get flung so far? Sometimes, I swear, I just get flung like crazy. I blame chat for not praying. Alright, where's the prages? Huh? Huh? Where's your guys' praging for my success? Hmm? Please. Please, thank you. Thank you. Why are you asking for prayer? Are you hungry? Thank you. Thank you for that. At least getting here doesn't take that long. Okay. So now, I just gotta figure out how to yeet myself properly. I feel like that's a skill I don't currently possess. And I feel like that's gonna cause me quite a lot of problems if I can't yeet myself properly. But if I just go from here...
Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. William Shakespeare, Measure for Measure.
It almost worked. It did almost work. I think that's gonna be our strategy going forward.
Someday when you're older, you could get hit by a boulder. While you're lying there screaming, "Come help me please," the seagulls poke your knees. Yoda.
What the fuck? Does Yoda say that? No way. No way does Yoda say that, right? It's an incredible song. I see. I did it. Yoda's definitely said that, really? Is Yoda just like on drugs all the time? Let's listen to the song now. Alright, chat. If I fail this attempt, we listen to the song. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Easy. It wasn't hard, chat. It wasn't fucking hard. Alright, I'm gonna start from here. I'm gonna try going like this.
There are no regrets in life, just lessons.
Unlucky.
Jennifer Aniston.
Alright, what's the song called? Chat, what's the song called? What's it called, chat? I'm just gonna look up Yoda Seagulls. Alright, Yoda Seagulls. Yoda Seagulls. Seagull. Oops. Seagulls. Oh, it's the first thing that pops up. Alright, chat.
Penny for your thoughts. I hate Brenda, and a bad guy hit me in the shin, and I peed all in my pants.
Oh!
Snuffing a little music can't help.
Oh no.
Rockin' and rollin'.
Ah! I ran out of mouse space.
The beach I'm strolling, but the seagulls poke at my head, not fun. I see seagulls. Stop it now.
Ah! Ba 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 ba.
Everyone told me not to stroll on it.
Ah!
Said seagulls gonna come, hook me in the coconut, and they did.
And they did.
And they did. And me going like, nothing I could do but yell when these birds attack me. When I tried to run, I fell, and then these kids start laughing. And then got hit in the neck with a hacky sack. Where'd it come from? I run, run, run. I can be a backpack while you run, 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 jump and stop. Put me down.
And stop.
I love to groove and boogie. Yeah. Great. Show you some dance moves. No, I don't want you.
Ah!
If I had your giant feet out there on the beach, could have outrun those birds. You're a psycho wiener.
What? Ah, ba 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 ba.
Stop it, please. Don't hit me.
Whoa! 나자마자 깜빡깜빡.
What's that stank? You put a fish in our basket.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
어서 이렇게 하세요, welcome.
You owe me an apology. Just hold your breath and see when the time is right. Birds will back your face.
Ah! Fuck, I'm dead. All the way back.
Swing from a hairy mind. I can be your backpack while you climb. Stand on one hand and lift rocks with your special gift.
Man, I need to figure out a way to keep my mouse on my mouse pad. I have like trouble keeping it on.
One day I was walking in
Ba
the
ba 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 da.
then I rolled a log over. Underneath was a tiny little stick.
A stick.
I was like, that log had a child.
Bad child.
Listen, boy, someday when you are older, you could get hit by a boulder.
Oh!
While you're lying there screaming, come help me, please. The seagull, poke your knees.
Not the seagull.
Stop it now.
Goddamn!
Yeah, whatever. You're sort of pitchy.
Didn't like it.
Listen, man. I'm not your friend.
Don't fall asleep.
Okay, that's really cute. That's really cute. Oh, that was really cute.
I went to Kanye West recent tour, the music tour. It was a
Alright, you know what? Let's listen to some fucking let's listen to some music, shall we? Maybe that'll fix maybe that'll fix our stuff. Let's listen to some. Oh, this is perfect. Alright, son! Now we're focused. Toho Bossa Nova. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that sent me to the left. That's kind of strange. I'm testing on some different stuff while we're here, since this is a good place to practice it. But so far I'm not really learning anything. Oh well. We go! Meow. Ah! Ah! Nice. Please! My mouse keeps escaping me! And I have to keep moving my mouse up. And so eventually I'm at the top of my mouse pad. Because the camera doesn't move at the same speed as him. So eventually you lose your height. So you have to keep pushing it up and up more. You squeeze the mouse harder. I actually have a really loose grip on my mouse. I don't really squeeze my mouse. Ah! What? How come I got flung so hard? Did you see that? Alright. Alright, you know what? Fuck it, we go! Oh, I didn't do that.
Pain has an element of blank.
I didn't even
Cannot
move my
recollect when it
mouse and he
began,
just like
or if
nyonk.
there were a day when it was not. It has no future
Hello?
but itself. Its infinite realms contain its past, enlightened to perceive new periods of pain. Emily Dickinson.
Why? Ha! Ha! Maybe it's because there's like pressure on him or something. Maybe he just like automatically tries to pull back if he's like catching himself falling. Interesting.
What's with these snakes on this plane? Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, I have an idea. Huh? Here's my idea.
Oft expectation,
Okay, well, it didn't work.
and most oft when most promises. And oft it hits where hope is coldest and despair most sits. William Shakespeare, all's well that ends well.
What the fuck?
As the stone of the fruit must break, that its heart may
Time.
stand in the sun, so must you know. And could you keep your heart in wonder
You're a
at the
samurai.
daily miracles of your life, your pain would not seem less wondrous than your joy.
How do I get that to happen again? Ah. Oh. Ba 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 ba. That song is so good. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. The Hololive version of this is always in my head. Speaking of Hololive, a lot of them are joining Twitch. They pretty much have the entire Hololive team has accounts on Twitch now. Fun fact. And almost all of them stream on Twitch now. Dude, once Okayu comes over here, chat, you better believe that if Okayu's on, we're ready to Okayu. They do keep VODs. Not all of them do. I know Roboco does. Korone? I don't know about that one. Listen. Okay. I have an idea, chat. I just gotta pray. Okay, it didn't work. I honestly... This is the only part of the game that's been kind of frustrating so far, just because there's no... Like, everyone else, it's like obstacles and you kind of see where you're supposed to go. This one's just like a steep, slippery rock, and there's really no indication of what you're supposed to do. That's the only part so far that I'm kind of having trouble with. It's just because I don't know... I'm missing something crucial. I'm missing something crucial that makes me able to do that, and I don't know what it is. I don't even have a way of figuring out what it is that I'm missing. Like all this, like climbing stuff, is fine. Ah. There you go. Help! Have you tried not falling it? Oh, I haven't actually. Let me try that this time. Let me try that this time, chat. We'll do that this time, right here. Ah! Okay. Oh, I think I went too early. Well, I didn't even do that!
This is the hour of lead.
I didn't even do that! He did it by himself,
As
man!
freezing persons recollect the stove. First chill, then stupid.
I was literally just holding my mouse still.
Emily Dickinson.
I didn't even press anything, and he just did that by himself, man! How come he's moving without me? Come on, man! Hop. Hop. Aqua's moving without me. Hop. The thing I'm getting angry with is that the fact that he does stuff without me moving my mouse. That's the only thing that bothers me. Everything else is fine so far. How? Like, being out of control, it's the same thing as like when you lag really bad, right? You start lagging. It's the same kind of thing. It's like when you're out of control of what's going on to you, it feels really bad. Right? Well, it's the same thing. Right? Ah, that was almost bad. Wait, how come I got launched so high there? Just from the ground. There's gotta be a way to pogo really high or something. That's gotta be what I'm missing. Cause I feel like I'm not getting the maximum height I could get. Oh. Ah! What? How did that happen? Ah, please. I have to move my mouse so much. Hop. 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 Hey. Hop. Man, once I figure out whatever I'm missing for this part, it's gonna be so nice. What? That's a magical poke. Okay. Really good at this? If I was really good at this, I wouldn't be stuck here. I'm stuck here. And I think what I have to do... Let's go like this. Nope.
I feel your pain. The pain in knowing this has happened.
I know what I have to do, I just don't know how to make it happen.
But through all this, I feel your pain.
I don't know how to make it happen. Slower? If only I haven't tried that 30 bajillion times. And the issue is not enough momentum. can't get myself high enough to get to that rock, even if I try to hit the other one. Right? So I have to try to get momentum, and the only way to get momentum is to go fast, from what I can tell. Right? Wait, this way. Thank you. Ah, gotta get closer. In, please. Thank you. Hop. Problem is I can't launch myself high enough to get there. Like, I can get there, but then... Whoops. That was weird. From there, I can't do anything. Like, I can get here really consistently. The problem is I can't get myself to grab properly. My hammer just starts sliding. So all I can think about is like yeeting myself here. But the problem is I can't yeet myself very far. And I think that might be just because my sensitivity is so low. Well, I could actually do this pretty well, actually. It actually sticks pretty well up here. Never mind. Maybe it's not that bad. Hey! Ah! Got thumbs up. Okay. Apparently if you grab really high up there, it doesn't slip for some reason. I don't really understand the physics in this game. Okay. Hey! What the fuck? Why? I did it! Hey! I'm gonna call this stage 2.
Composer and climber, designer and user. You could have refused, but you didn't.
I
There was something in
didn't!
you that was hidden, that chose to continue.
Fuck! Hmm. Hmm. This is gonna be hard. I feel like this jump's gonna be really hard for me. I'm just gonna try getting up to... I'm gonna try getting up to here. Okay, maybe that's bait. Maybe I gotta just yeet. Let's just try yeeting. Let's just try yeeting it. Perhaps. Perhaps a little bit of yeetage. Oh. Let's try, yeah, I'm going really loose here because there's nothing to fall off of. Can I just grab onto it? No, it's very slippery. Hi-ya! That didn't work. Why did the pogo work? Ow! You fucking bitch! Oh, maybe I just gotta go slow. Okay, so we're just gonna poke up from here. Ah. Because that worked before. I just gotta figure out how to pogo. Oh god. Oh! No! Hey. Set myself down. Ah, not high enough. Not high enough. Oh. Not high enough, chat. Ah, not quite. Not quite. Maybe a little bit faster. Hmm. Need a little more oomph. I mean, I'm trying as fast as I can. Oh. Ah, never mind. We're good. I see. So we're kind of fine. I thought that was like a bottomless pit that we would like fall all the way back to the start with. I would be really sad if that was the case. Oh wait, can we just get up from here? Let's try this. I want to try this side. Nope. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to the anvil. Nope. Hmm. I can't get enough height, chat. I can't get enough height. I can't get enough height. I don't know how. Maybe I need to turn my sensitivity up. Let me turn my sensitivity up. Actually, we're gonna turn on mouse acceleration. Oh my god, it made my mouse sense so low. Alright, we're gonna turn on mouse acceleration for this because I don't think I can make it without it. Okay, never mind, that didn't really help. What the? How did I get flung that high? Oh, wait, that's actually really strong. Maybe I can't hang off the edge. Maybe that's the... Maybe I have to be like on steady ground to get a good jump. Oh, there's a snowman up there. Alright, I'm turning this off. But higher sensitivity. Higher sensitivity, chat. Ah, this is gonna be really hard. Yeah, okay, it's a sensitivity problem. Alright, sensitivity down. Hey! Gremlin? Alright, chat. Okay.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Uh-oh.
I'm crushing your dreams and dashing your hopes.
Oh.
You're climbing a mountain with a hammer and no ropes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created? Steve Lucey, Spy Kids 2.
I gotta turn my sensitivity up again. Shit. Well. Wow. I'm gonna keep my sensitivity like this. For this section, at least. So I feel like I'm gonna need it. Ah! Okay! Easy! Hey! Hey! Huh?
You fell from above, but I know you won't linger here. Your hammer's no longer, your jump is no stronger, but your hunger will.
Chat, this is gonna be kind of hard. I still don't understand what makes some of these good and some of these bad.
Blah. A war criminal.
Blah! That's me. I go blah! Ha! Come on, man. I don't understand how to make these go. And I feel like this is like a very pogo heavy section of the game. And I don't understand what makes pogos good or bad. I feel like I do basically the same thing every time. Maybe I have to start with the hammer further away from me. Maybe that's the goal. It's like maybe I start from here. Ah, it doesn't really do anything. It's really hard. I don't know why. Maybe I have to go to the side a bit when I do it. How are you? I don't know why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not exactly sure. I don't get it, chat. You just lifted up and slammed against it? Oh, you mean like just fucking... Yeah! It didn't really change anything. Hello? Ah! Come on. It's just barely not enough. I'll turn my sensitivity up a little bit more, maybe. That one didn't do anything. Like, sometimes they don't do anything. Sometimes they go really far, and I don't understand the difference. Maybe it's not a speed thing at all. I mean, it has to be a speed thing, right? It has to be. Right? Hi! Ew, thanks for such a quiet lurker. But sometimes I get flung and sometimes I don't get sent anywhere, and I don't really understand the difference. I don't understand the difference between it. Sometimes I get sent yeeted, and sometimes I don't get anywhere. Okay, I'm turning my sensitivity up even higher. But I really don't want to have to play this with high sensitivity. So I can't control it if I turn it up anymore. I really can barely control it at this moment. Yeah, it doesn't improve. Moving too fast might be a problem. Let me just do some straight up and down ones. Because that seems fine. Maybe it's just because I'm on an angle. Maybe I should be flat. There's just something I'm not understanding for sure. Right, it's a little... Because that was fine, and I just barely moved it. Maybe I'm moving it too far. Nope, that didn't do anything. Because, like, that one went really far. Why? I don't really understand it. Ah, that one sent me really flying. Why? Why? Try to do what you did the first time. Oh, true. Oh, I didn't get where I needed to go. It's just a little inconsistent about it, and I don't know what's causing it. Last time I did it from like here, and I just made it. Last time I did it from there, and I made it, but maybe I should go to the right side of me like this. Oh, that didn't take me anywhere. Because sometimes I get like literally 0. Oh, that one was good. That one was good. That one was really good. Maybe I have to be lined up with where I want to go. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it has to be like exactly the perfect angle. Maybe it's the angle that was causing the problem. So if theoretically I do this... Oops. I'm trying to maybe experiment a little bit because this part is very pogo heavy and I don't want to have to redo everything. Because I'm sure I'm going to be over some treacherous ground. The angle of the dangle. Okay, that one was fine.
The mountain seems no more a soulless thing, but rather as a shape of ancient fear, in darkness and the winds of chaos born, amid the lordless heavens thundering, a presence crouched, enormous and austere, before whose feet the mighty waters mourn.
You have the exactly opposite of the thing I'm hitting. So like for this one it'd be this, right? Oh, so maybe it is just my angle. Because it has to be like perfectly under me, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the better it is lined up with my center, the better. Maybe that's what controls it. So theoretically, this would be like the highest pogo. You're not speedrunning it yet? I think I'm doing a pretty good job going pretty quick. At least that's what people are saying. For a first go of things, I think I'm starting to learn pretty okay. That makes sense? Yeah, it would. Alright, so now the question is, how do we consistently control that? That was off a little bit, I guess. Whoops, I missed. I missed! That didn't take me very far. I don't understand why. Or maybe because the center of my cauldron wasn't touching. Maybe I should line up the center of the cauldron exactly on the corners to make sure it has contact. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the center of the cauldron has to be on contact. That doesn't do it. This is hard. But once I figure this out, I think I can maybe push fast. Nope. That didn't work. 맞아 맞아 가입. 맞아 맞아 가입. I mean, that seems like a reasonable assumption. So this should take me there, assuming I hit it correctly. I didn't hit it correctly, maybe. Huh. This is tough. That one felt better. That one felt pretty okay, honestly. I didn't make it, but it felt pretty good. Maybe I'm not getting the angle right. Maybe that's what it is. That one felt pretty okay. My center wasn't there. Wait, can I like cock the hammer back and use the recoil of it? To like yeet myself? Perhaps. Nah, it doesn't feel like it does anything. That's a good idea, though. I'm sciencing it out. I mean, that's how I am. I like to learn how things work. So I feel like it's really productive. Alright, having fun? I'm stuck. I'm not really understanding something about the physics, and it's making this game really hard. I'm not understanding something about what makes pogo height. Ha! Like, sometimes I pogo and it goes nowhere, and sometimes I make it. And I feel like if this section is going to be pogoing between those things, the difference between those two things needs to be as zero as possible. Getting a running start? I'll just start rolling up on it. I pull up. I roll up. I fruit roll up. Because this is a very low consequence zone, right? And so if I can pretty consistently get this, and I understand how it works, I probably won't have any problems with those little, like, sphere jumps, right? Ha!
It's me, the narrator. I'm so glad you aren't coping and seething.
Also, there's out of it. I'm doing well, thank you. Ha! Ow. That didn't work. I wonder. I doubt that this game is RNG. I doubt it. If it's a really consistent speedrun game, I doubt it has pretty much any degree of any RNG. Other people have gone to therapy over this game? Probably. But they probably already had issues if they get mad at this game. This game is not that raging. Like, as far as rage games go, this one's pretty chill. This one's not very rage-inducing. Hi, Bauer. This game is therapy. I agree. This is really calming. It's very focus-heavy, you know? Very, very... Ah! I don't get it. I don't get it, chat. I can go straight up and down real good. Like, you tell me to go straight up and boom! I go pretty good. But anything other than that, I feel is kind of luck. Which it isn't, but it feels like it at the moment. Because I'm dumb. It's worth a shot. You stop by hooking the hammer? This jump isn't necessarily the problem. Cheesing this jump will not help me. That one felt good, but I don't know why it felt good. That one felt real nice. The problem is we have to jump across, we have to pogo a bunch of things later. By later, I mean right now, after this jump. And so not having an idea of how it works means we just get a fallback. Hmm. 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 Ah. That was just the wrong angle, but that felt good. That felt good. Hmm. Yeah, you just gotta pull a bam and then just and you go, hey ah! And then you win the game, I think. I think that's how you win. Ah, that didn't go anywhere. It didn't particularly feel weak, but it came out real weak. Even though I'm not really changing anything. Chat. Housed, perhaps we turn on mouse acceleration for this. Maybe mouse acceleration will make it easier. I doubt it, but I'm willing to try. Oh, that is out of my control after that. No, absolutely not. Alright, ultimate high sensitivity, let's go. Can't do anything. Ah! DPI to the max. It didn't affect it, so I'm assuming sensitivity really doesn't do much. That felt okay. I don't understand how to get the real big hit, though. Ah, closer. Ah. Never mind. This is the training. Yeah, this is. I feel like we're gonna be stuck here for a little while. I'll be honest. I'm not really understanding something very key. Something very, very important for this. I'm not understanding. Does it work better when you launch more vertically? Yeah, but the problem is I could go as vertical as I want and nothing will happen because I can't get there. Because I need to move to the side, right? I don't have infinite control like that. Oh, that felt okay. I did a little, like, swing. That's actually kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. Alright, that's kind of interesting. Oh, that took me... See? That took me 0. I don't understand. I felt like I did the same thing. Everybody gets told about the hook shot button? What's a hook shot button? I doubt it has something like that. Alright. Ha! Huh. Just keep getting over it. Yeah, I wish there was some sort of feedback. Just a little bit of feedback. Easy. Easy, that's what we'll do. We'll just shrink it. Like that one. Why did I go nowhere? I don't understand. Like, that one goes up pretty okay. That's a magic up. But the moment another direction is introduced, sometimes I just don't go anywhere. Maybe I should... Nope, that didn't do anything. Like, I can go like a medium distance, right? That's a magic up, but this like really far one, I feel like it's kind of random. It's kind of awkward.
My GF did not enjoy me watching the stream. I think she disapproved of the 10k bit badge also. Spin.
Spin! Aren't these out of it? Alright. Ha! That doesn't give me anywhere. That also didn't give me anywhere. Chat. What? Man turned. Chat. I don't understand this part. It's starting to get kind of annoying. Pogos are so far the only really annoying thing. Because it's just, it feels so arbitrary. Whether it's good or not. It feels a little bit arbitrary. I'm not gonna lie. Are you supposed to? No, you're supposed to go this way for sure. Can you cling to the hook? No. Like, why? Why did that happen? How come it happened like that? And then that one went so high. I don't get it. Should I elevator they hammer down? And just swinging clockwise? It doesn't take you far enough. I've gotten up here multiple times. The problem is the consistency. Like, we've gotten up there, what, 10 times now at least? The problem is I don't know what causes me to make it and what causes me to fail. I don't enable creative mode. I just want to know why.
I told her to go home so I could keep watching my tomboy. Anyway, fish girl.
Like, I don't understand, man. How come that one took me 2 inches, the other one took me like 30 feet? They felt basically the same. I did the same mouse movement too. I pull out my drawing tablet for this. I pull out my drawing tablet so I can fucking control it. Cause that'll probably just make it easier. Are you pushing down on the anvil enough? You know what? My bad. I should just move another 5 feet on my mouse pad. It's a real gamer strats. Ha! I don't know why. Just make the jump. Duh. Simply do the right thing. Have you tried to take the wheel control? Ah! Sorry about doing it better if you're missing something. I highly doubt that. Because I have made it from here every single time that I've made it past this section. I have done it from here and it worked out just fine. The next section is all about these jumps. These pogo jumps. So I want to make sure I'm good at them. There might be another way up on the other side, but I'm not going to try it. Because I know I can do it like this. And if I just try to cheat around it right now, I'm just going to fall in the pogo section and I'm going to lose anyway. And then I'm going to be sat way further back. Try to figure out the DDR dance pad. Whoa. Alright. Like, what? Mostly push up, not horizontal. What the fuck do you think I'm doing? What do you mean? What do you mean mostly push up? Hello? What? Just get a ladder. Exactly. You say there you go, but I did nothing differently. I did absolutely nothing differently. Just a couple more degrees. Hell yeah. Have you tried building? No, this isn't the year of Fortnite, no building. Sorry. Unlucky. Back to the anvil for me. Hop.
Fun fact, Dino Nuggies are made of real dinosaurs. Spin.
It's true. I went to a factory once. That's true. I went to a factory once, and that's a magic clip. That's a magic poker. They showed me the dinosaur processing part of it. It was really cool. This game must be super easy. It's not that bad. This is like so far the only part that's been like genuinely awful. Hey. I didn't move him like that. He just kind of did it on his own way. But that's fine. I don't know what made me able to get up there, but it happened again. I didn't do anything different. I didn't do anything different, but he did that. So that's cool. Closer. Closer, closer. Ha! Oh. Is there a way to push harder against the anvil? What the fuck kind of question is that? How to these welcome? Take away these welcome. Is there a way to put? You know what? Here, there's a way to push it harder. Are you ready? Ah, it's a shame. It's a shame it didn't work. Oh, that's a shame right there. Ah! I didn't do that! Hello? This sensitivity is way too high. This section is the only part that's kind of bad. That's just because there's no input for pogos. Like, I have no idea the difference between a good and bad one. Like, sometimes I just go pretty far, and sometimes I just, like, flop over like I didn't even try. That's the thing that I don't really understand. That's the thing I don't really understand. Because, like, sometimes it just goes flying. And sometimes I, like, make it, like, half the way there, and sometimes I just literally just fall straight into this little hole thing. I don't even get close. I don't really know the difference. I'm pushing as a kid. Big pants crab sandwich. Pepe pants crab. Still stuck? The game is still doing the same thing, so yes. Seeing as I have no way of controlling whether I make it or not, I am still here, yes. See, like that time, why did I go nowhere? How come sometimes I make it all the way? How do you replicate the mega jump? That's a great question. That's a fan-fucking-tastic question. Tell me if you find out. Maybe if I press the same button, it'll do the same thing. Oh, wait. There's no buttons. Ha! Why don't you just double jump? Ha! Ah. Hop. Plasma grenade the anvil? Oh, that's true. That's a good idea. Ah! I don't know why it doesn't work. Have you tried a running start? Tell you what, you get to this point and you try a running start. Tell you what. You tell me. You tell me. Ah. High frame rate might be messing with the collision. I did limit it to 60 already. Ah! Try to replicate a big jump. Try to replicate being timed out and not typing anymore. Ah! Do a flip. You just need to believe. backwards long jump. True. Very true. That one almost made it. Never heard sassy fish before? That's because chat members usually aren't being idiots. Ah! Nothing changed. Nothing changed, chat. And here we are. Alright, we're gonna try to go for it because... I don't know. Nothing changed. I did nothing different. But here we are. But here we are. But here we are. Okay, this is where we fell last time. So let's just try to get a little closer. Og? Og! No.
We have the same taste, you and I.
Shut up, no we don't.
not
I have a super
ambition.
tongue.
It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you.
I'm not taking the snake. Okay. We're safe on the bucket, chat. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna swing for it. Oh, I get really far when I swing. Holy shit. Okay. I see. That's not enough. That's not centered enough. Ah! Artemis! Welcome! Hi! How's your subathon? How'd it go? Did you have fun? What'd you guys do? I'm playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I've never played it before, but I saw someone else playing it, and it looked fun. So we're playing it, and we're on this part where the bucket is being a bitch, basically. Welcome everybody, like and all these welcome. Ah shit. Ha! Shit. Ha! Shit. I also don't know where to go after the bucket. Like, we go up, obviously, but... It's really hard to get latched onto this bucket properly. Well, that's good. That's real good. Nice! But the problem is I don't know where to go from here. I'm just gonna assume that we gotta go... That we have to go to that side over there. So I'm just gonna kind of fling myself. Ah! Oh! Oh, I almost did it! I almost went down the slide! The young father takes Volcom. That is dangerous. I barely was able to react in time. Holy shit, that is scary.
This gets more frightening each time you return. Knuckles whitening, stomach tightening. Once bitten, so many times burned.
Well, it's funny because there's like a snake, and snakes bite. So, once bitten like a snake bites, you know? Like a snake bite. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. We go!
Have you thought about who you are in this?
Nope.
Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes?
Diogenes nuts.
Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow. Nor the
Oh, so you know that, huh?
Nor the man's hand. In this you're his will, his intent, the embodied resolve in his uphill ascent.
So you put that into you just like you acknowledged it there. You're like, you know what? Yeah, he doesn't always do what you want. Of course. All right. All right, chat. I'm gonna get there. Okay. Magic,
The first time you got here, you thought you were safe. A base camp for reaching the summit. That's how it seemed on its face the first time. But your face can fall fast when you plummet.
Okay. We need to just grab right in the middle. Okay. This is looking real dangerous. Tensions are high. I know if I take that snake, I'm probably gonna get dumped at the start of the game. I'm honestly not mentally prepared for that outcome. So I'm gonna do my absolute fucking best to not hit that snake. Fuck the bucket! It says don't ride the snake. I'm gonna trust it, alright? Okay. Ah. Oh. I wonder if in the speedrun there's a snake percent. Where you just like try to touch the snake as fast as possible. Right, you just try to pet the snake as fast as you can. Oh! Wait, I can get up here? Well, that changes things. Okay, chat. Oh, I was born for this moment. I was born for this, chat. Oh. Ah! Oh. Please. Clap, magic, a book. I gotta keep it closer to him, I think. Ah! Please! magic, magic, a book. Ah! Please! Please! Why? Oh, I think I get it, chat. I think I understand it. Oh. Please. Uh-oh.
Whenever I climb, I'm followed by a dog called Ego. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Oh. Okay, but I figured it out, chat. Okay, I think I figured it out. I just gotta get back up there. Oh! Climb! Okay. No. Oh! Oh! Okay. It has to stay close to me. Okay, we have to stay closer. Nice and smooth. Hello? Okay. Okay, pop first, then hammer. Pop first, then hammer. Okay. Okay. Come on. kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Ah!
Now, you've conquered the ice cliff, the platforms, the church, and the rectory, the living room, and the factory,
Clip, clip, 맞아, 맞아, kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
granite rocks, and the lakeside. You've learned to hike. There's no way left to go but up, and in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say,
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you came.
I always come. It's not a surprise for me. Shouldn't be glad I came. Oh, this is tough. These are kind of slippery. They got that gorilla grip on my hammer. Oh, you can grab that light. Okay, we're gonna grab that light. I didn't know you could grab that. I thought it was just decoration. Alright! Ooh. This is tough, chat. Ah! Ah! This part's actually tough. Like, it probably doesn't look that tough, but this is actually really fucking hard. That's a magic. I want to stay further away from it a little bit. Oh! Okay. Ah! Ooh. What? How did that happen? Why did I bounce? I don't think I've ever bounced before. Kind of crazy. Up. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Almost. Oh. What?
I'm gonna let you be for a little bit.
Thank you. Please shut up until I get there. Ah. That fucking light, I swear. magic apocalypse.
I dedicate this game to you,
No.
the one who came this far.
No. No!
I give it to you.
No!
I love.
Time! I'm falling, chat. I'm safe. Ah! Come on! Go! Go! I did it! Let's go! I did it! Fuck! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Clap, magic, a clap. Chat, you don't get to see this. Chat, you don't get to see it. It's for me only. It's for me only. You don't get to hear shit either. You don't get to see this. Took me 3 hours, 13 minutes to clear. My name? Nemu. Fish arrives, baby! Let's go! Souvenir shop. Oh, there's a shop. Oh. Oh, that's oh, I see. Wow. There's a lot of stuff here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff here. Wow. Wow. Till it again. Chat! Today, the fish, have beaten getting the fuck over it with Bennett the fuck Foddy. Oh, I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go back to the menu. Can we see the credits again? There we go. Hold on. I need to make it louder. I need to make it louder for you guys. We didn't have the music on when we watched the credits, so let's watch the credits with the music. Now that we're pretty. Alright, chat. We'll take care of the hands with the soothing music. Never mind, I can't. Awesome! Season 2 at Subalcon. Fuck. The fish. In 3 hours have summited. I did it! See, this game's not that hard. See? This game's not that hard, chat. See? People are just babies. People are just babies. Dumb, incapable of climbing babies. Alright, baby game for babies. weak, dumb babies. Check out the world record speedrun? No. That'll spoil people who haven't played it yet. Fuck! I did it! That wasn't too bad, chat. That wasn't too bad at all. That wasn't too bad at all, if I say so myself. This is a beautiful piece, by the way. A beautiful piece, and thank to you for playing my game and for reading the credits. So, sorry about that one time when you got all the way to the top and then fell all the way to the bottom. That's a magic life, that's a magic of fuck. Holy cow, these welcome. Fuck. Ma. Oh. Adorable. That's a magic life, Chakunji's welcome. Nah. Alright. We fucking did it, chat. We fucking beat this game in half. Snapped it over our knee like a twig. Holy shit. Ah. The anvil part was probably the only really like the ice wall towards the end was definitely the scariest part of the game, but the anvil part was definitely the most frustrating. That's a magic life clip. That's a magic a fuck life. Landing's welcome. I'm gonna message Saturday right now. Hold on. Saturday. Hey Saturday. Saturday, so I tried that getting over it game and what should I said to her? I tried getting over it game and it wasn't that bad. Magic, like thumbs up. At the top is something cool. I know you'll love it. Oh, she's not on my friends list. Hold on, we gotta go to Twitter. We gotta go to Twitter. Message. Saturday. Hi. Saturday. Hey. Just taunt her a little bit. Thumbs up. Give her a little taunt. Alright. Give her a little taunt. There's something cool at the top of getting over it. I believe in you. Thumbs up. Was a fun game. Alright, perfect. I wish I could delete my Twitter message. Can I? Oh, I can only delete for me. Succeeded? Yeah. 3 hours, baby! Alright, let's put on my normal. Let's go! Chat, where's the clip? Chat, where's the clip? Chat, post a clip. Post a clip. Let's send it to Sadu. She doesn't believe me. She doesn't believe me, chat. She doesn't fucking believe me. I can only scroll so far, please. Clippers? Any clippers? I'm so happy! Alright, chat. That's all we have planned for today. I hope you guys had fun. That was a really fun game. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun! That was fun. I enjoyed it. Fun was had. I like that game. That was good. That was a good game. Hands. Oh, right. We gotta take care of the hands. We couldn't do it in game. Alright, chat. We got a lot of hands stored up for you guys. Before I hand you off to one of my friends, we have some hands to take care of our own. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad. Thank you for coming today, and thank you, Artemis and the Artemis community. Make sure you keep supporting Artemis. I love her two little shark bits. She is my... Okay, well, she's in like the top 5 sharks, at least, that I know. So she's pretty cool, I guess. But she's like the Greenland piss shark, if I had to like relate her to one. She's not really like she's not really like a great white or something. She's more like the Greenland shark, the piss shark, you know?
Mods are now legally required to buy Pogfish McDonald's on the way home. She gets 2 toys.
Alright, chat. Let's send you guys off to... Let's say hi to Ellie. /raid. Ellie_VT. She is a fellow tomboy VTuber, so I know you guys will have a lot of fun with her. Magic, be an activity, thanks for welcome. Alright, go say hi to Ellie. You're gonna enjoy her tomboy-ness. Alright, I discovered her pretty recently, but I hope we can be good friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Magic, Firefly Bell, thanks for welcome. The activity, thanks for welcome. I'll see you guys later. We're gonna wiggle till the end of time over at Ellie's channel, so make sure you spam wigglies when we get there. Any wigglies will do. After all, they all come from here. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, 6:30 a.m. Japan time. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye!